and I've never been able to get in there."
"Why did you set it up for us to be on that train?" I asked. Lucy grinned wickedly.
"That was a particularly genius plan of mine. I'd been told by other, shall we say, informants, that the ghost train would be passing near that train line. The ghosts have a bit of a network thing going on, and I happened to know there was a ghost near Philly that was supposed to be picked up."
"A ghost that what?" Olivia asked. "They didn't say anything about picking up ghosts." Lucy gave her a dry look.
"How do you think there are so many ghosts on the train?"
Olivia shrugged, and we exchanged a glance. I hadn't thought about it either. "We haven't exactly had time to go over all this stuff in detail." Lucy waved his hand.
"Anyway, I want you to do whatever you did and help me get on the ghostly plane. It sounds like a kick, and maybe I can help you with your big blobby thing."
He wiggled his eyebrows at me.
"What do you say?"
I couldn't stop my gaze from drifting to Drew. He looked like he'd swallowed a frog. "I say no," I said quickly. "Me getting there was a case of being at the right place at the right time. I can't just—" Oh, it was so hard not to look at Drew. "Do that again." Lucy's shoulders slumped.
"Well, you're going to have to try, aren't you? Gotta save Mommy Dearest. When you figure it out, let me know. I'll help in exchange for a ride in and out of that realm."
I narrowed my eyes at him. "What is so—" But he snapped his fingers and disappeared. With a sigh, I turned toward the ocean in the distance, in the direction of where I'd seen my mom both times. "Mom, if you can hear me, I'll come for you. Just keep safe from that thing. I'll get you out of there." Sniffling, I sank into Drew's arms and let him guide me back toward the house. As we reached the deck stairs, a big thump drew my attention. Snoozer was in front of Alfred, trying his darndest to jump up and grab Alfred's string, the one threading his mouth together. Alfred kept pushing him away, but it was like Snooze was a kitty obsessed. He kept trying, thumping back down on the deck when Alfred pushed him. This happened several times. "Wally, get that fat cat," I said. "Tell him to leave Alfie alone." But as Wally reached for the big idiot feline, it happened. Snooze's claw caught the edge of the string and stuck. And as the oversized kitty fell back to the deck, the string came with him, yanking Alfred forward as his mouth unthreaded. He grunted low in his throat. Oh, geez, I hoped it didn't hurt. Apparently it did. As the string's end tugged through the stitch marks, his grunt turned into a high-pitched squeal. And then it was out. Snooze sat back on his haunches and licked his paw, looking particularly proud of himself. My jaw dropped as Alfred opened his mouth for the first time and spoke. "Snoozer, you're a complete asshole, and you always have been." Everyone gasped. It was a female voice. "Aunt—" I clutched my chest, shocked to my core. "Aunt Winnie?" Chapter 1. "Winnie?" I staggered forward, staring at Alfred's dry, cracked lips, and completely bamboozled that my Aunt Winifred's voice had come out of it. "How?" I gasped. That crazy fat cat had finally done it. He'd removed the string from Alfred's lips, and my aunt's voice had come out. Alfred looked down at Snoozer again and hissed. Snooze stood, twitched his tail, and walked slowly through the door into the kitchen. This was impossible. My aunt was dead. I'd gone to her funeral, mourned for her, and carried her ashes home in an antique silver urn that had been blessed by the coven. How in the H-E double hockey sticks was she inside a ghoul's body? At my side, Drew rubbed circles on my back but wisely didn't comment. He was probably rethinking the whole dating a crazy necromancer. I was definitely rethinking being one. I hadn't signed up for any of this. It wasn't in the plan. Alfred shuffled forward. Winnie did. No, the ghoul named Alfred with Winnie's voice shuffled forward. I tensed watching her, intensely as she spoke again. "Oh, honey, I wanted to tell you. There's so much you need to know." Oh, this was freaky. Alfred reached out a hand, and somehow I knew if the skin on her face could move, Winnie would have looked remorseful. Sam inched his way toward the door. "I'm going to go get Sammy from Grandma and Papa." Before I could demand that he stay, he disappeared into the house. Great. Coward. I stared at Olivia with my brows raised, wondering if she too was about to desert me. She grinned.